mindfulness, shall we? Or should I say, do you mind? What's up, guys? My name is D, and together we are Guiding D-Light. You gotta be mindful. You gotta be aware, right? So who are you thinking about? What are you thinking about, right? Your mind controls so much, right? Your mind kind of drives your reality. So if your mind's in a scrambled mess, well, hence the reason your reality is. So when we're mindfulness, we keep our realities clear, we get the intentions and start manifesting what we want. We have to be mindful of different people and who we call into our space and whose space we go into, right? If you think about somebody, you're kind of entering their space, right? If you're trying to co-create with somebody with, a dinner date or a walk on the beach or something, you're envisioning it over and over again, well, that's like protruding out on that person. So you got to be mindful of who you're thinking about and how much you're thinking about that person, right? If you're spending all day thinking about this one person, you're kind of feeding too much energy into that one person, and it could have a reverse effect, right? It could drive that person away, right? So we got to be careful. We got to be mindful of the people surrounding us, right? I'm mindful in this sense that I want to be happy around everybody. I'm mindful in this, that the happiness around me will go out throughout everyone in my area, right? You go in a room and everything just becomes more in sync, right? Confusion kind of breaks down. Very interesting in the engineering world, let me tell you. Just want to bring some awareness to you guys too. These portals that are opening up, these energy gateways and stuff. People are like freaking out, like, oh my God, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. What happens if I don't make it? Listen, the consciousness is making it, right? So if we all share a same collective consciousness, well, even if you don't make it, you've essentially obtained that information, right? So if we're higher up in the knowledge and the understanding and the self-truth, self-wisdom, then when new energies come in, new frequencies arise, we're able to pick up on that and kind of take that to the peak, right? And see how far this thing will go, right? The energies are just going to keep picking up, right? I mean, it's done proven fact, right? I mean, the Schumann resonance spiked just a few times over the past 4 or 5 days. It's been kind of calm. And that's why I try to tell you guys, be a good time to take care of some 3D stuff because there's not so much distraction, right? But we're going to heat up. We're heating up. We're going. I think we're going to go strong till at least the end of the 4th of July, right? Everybody's out having fun, guys. It's like, what, almost 9:30? And there's still light. Like, I love this time of year, because the days are so long and we have so much opportunities to do amazing things within our day, right? When you get off work in the wintertime, it's dark. You really don't want to do anything. But when you get off work during the summertime, this time, I mean, you got like 4 or 5 hours to go enjoy yourself, right? So definitely pick up on that. We're cranking it up, like I just said. Energies are going to keep getting higher, higher, and higher. So we got to be prepared. We got to know where we're at. And that's having faith and trusting, right? If you have faith and you trust, you're being mindful that you're receiving, that you're gaining knowledge, that you're trusting, that you're moving in the path you want to go. It's so important to understand, guys, the mind controls your reality. The reality controls everything. You gotta be mindful. You just have to be mindful. So when you use this full moon, it's going to be a little bit higher energies. Like, a lot of people cook. A lot of people don't like the full moon energies because it's like, whoo, super intense, right? Well, let's use this super intense to expand the consciousness, expand the horizons, really pull in some of that information and knowledge, right? It's go time, baby. Go time. Guys, buckle up. Get ready. It's coming. It's coming in hot. Beautiful sunset. I just love sharing this space with you guys, sharing these things. Like, we're waking up, we're doing it. We've already done it, some of us, and now we just keep going higher and higher, right? And, it would have been very easy for me just to keep going out in my life, but, reaching out to you guys and getting your guys' info and sharing all this between each other, it creates a certain magic in itself, right? Because we're bringing that awareness, and that awareness is coming out, it's flowing out, right? But we also, when we get this awareness, when we get this higher consciousness, we need to be mindful of other people's space, right? If we keep thinking of certain individuals over and over again, we are really tying up their energetic field as well. So what do we do if we can't think about the, what do we do if we keep thinking about certain people, right? Best thing we can do is, you gotta be mindful, right? Sometimes the kids aren't so mindful with me, but hey, it happens. I wouldn't trade it for the world. But the mindfulness, we gotta get so used to being respectful of each other, right? And to know that when we are essentially constantly thinking about that certain something or someone, well, we're being extremely mindful to that, so we're calling to him, right? So you guys just really watch what you think about. Some of you guys are processing stuff and you're thinking about stuff, and it's projections, right? It's not even you. I'm getting so sick of hearing that if you see bad in something, it's just a reflection of yourself. No, the heck it ain't. That's that person's crap, right? If I know I've cleaned up my crap and crap keeps coming around me, well, that's just crap, okay? I'll tell you right now. Certain people haven't figured out certain, let's say, little pieces and puzzles that makes this whole unique experience come truly to that enlightenment stage, right? That lit. You know, some people think they're lit, but they don't have all their sovereignty rights back. So they're being mindful. They think they're doing these energy healings and stuff, but that energy is never really making it to source. It's kind of just getting tossed up into the ether, and it's a free holes bar. That's why I'm like, well, if you're not going to use it, can I hold it? Can I keep it safe? Because I'm being mindful, right? I don't want that energy of that special individual to just be tossed up in the ether and given away. No, I want that energy to go straight to the source, straight to the connection that it needs to go to, so that healing can take place. If we keep thinking about certain things we can't get out of our head, we need to go up, right? We need to think about the angels. We need to think about different aspects of ourselves and explore those avenues and put that consciousness plane higher. So therefore, the lower consciousness plane can't have the effect that it once did, right? That's the whole beauty of expanding your consciousness. You can choose to be in a higher state of elevation and not have to put up with the normal day-to-day crap that everybody projects on each other, right? The I'm better than you, keep up with the Joneses. When you come in line with yourself and you truly understand yourself and you truly love yourself, really no one's influence has anything to do with anything, right? It's like we keep going outside and looking at all these different videos to try to piece all this together because we've had certain similarities and certain expectations and stuff. I told you guys to go out there and crush it on YouTube and get this awareness out here, right? It's not about the numbers. It's about getting the awareness out there, right? Some of you guys, man, wow. You guys' pages and sites took off way fast. Like, I'm so happy for all of us because we're getting the awareness, right? We're being mindful that it's not about individual success. It's about a collective consciousness expanding, right? So let's be mindful that we're all in this together. We share a collective consciousness, and therefore, if one's achieved a higher informational knowledge aspect upon a consciousness, that thought pattern and that consciousness is there for anyone to partake in. We kind of get lost a little bit in how much we don't know, and then we start knowing, and then we're like, oh, I'm really confused, right? Because we have a hard time putting that mindfulness in that faith and trust. When really it was the faith and trust that kind of took us to that extra higher peak and really propels us, right? If you guys are having issues right now, you might be having some of this, these shadow things coming up. Some of this is just your subconsciousness and just the weird thoughts you've had all your life, right? You're being reprogrammed, if you will. Not physically, but you look at somebody and you might say, oh God, that person's fat, or make a comment about that person, right? But be mindful now and look at that person and just, unfortunately that person has a food issue, or, it's not. Another good one's like a hot lady, right? A dog, a young gentleman in his 19s would be like, damn, that bitch is fine. I want to get with that. But as you become mindful, your consciousness expands. You say, wow, look at the beauty that God put in front of us. Thank you for allowing me to see this, right? And then you just go about your day. It's a beautiful thing, guys. We have to be mindfulness. We have to mind for each other, right? We want to have higher minds, and we want to co-create and really bring heaven to earth. Like, I'm already truly seeing it. We got to keep bringing this awareness out. We got to keep getting these messages out. Like I'm saying, man, I'm so proud of you guys, especially some of you guys that picked up the calling. It's like phase 2 now. Take the blindfold off. I've said it once, I'll say it again. 2020, they'll be seeing clearly. I think a few people have already adopted that one. But you have something clever and you put it out in the consciousness like that, other people are going to talk about it. Only problem is, do they really understand the source and the origins that it comes from? Right? Be mindful about some of this stuff. You be thinking this is you and you got to deal with something when really it could be your neighbor. Right? Neighbor's lazy. I feel if you guys live in the city, I'm like in the middle of cornfields. So a little bit different when it comes to energy expansion and raising the vibration, right? I don't have to be so considerate. When I expand my field, I have more animals and wildlife in my bubble than I do people, okay? It's kind of a hard concept to understand, especially if you've not been out in the city. I mean, it's like pretty much living in nature, right? But with some of the convenience of the city, right? Running water, electricity. Not totally off the grid. But that's what I chose because it helps me have a peaceful mind, right? If I got to communicate to the bigger city to get, activities done and whatnot, I'm fine with that because when I drive back, I have this calmness. And it helps me be aware of all the other energetic, turbulences that everybody faces, right? A lot of this stuff, guys, we just got to mindful it, understand it, not think about it so much, right? If we're constantly doing stuff and we're being happy and we're active and we're doing great things and having cookouts and spending time with people we love, our consciousness is still going strong, but we're more focused on that now moment. And that's why I really want you guys to hone into the now moment. Hopefully you guys get this before it's too late in the evening. You never know with these slower, pretty much urban connections, right? But let's be mindful this weekend. The full moon's coming, you guys. It's go time, right? If you like the last full moon or the full moon last time did some stuff to you, be ready because this one's going to be a little bit stronger. And guess what? It's a strawberry moon, and I just love my strawberries. Yes. I'm standing right by that strawberry patch. Funny I said that, huh? But, give the Palladians some love, stop and smell the roses, and enjoy your life. And not put so much stress and pressure on yourself, and be mindful of you and all those around you. As the train of transmutation comes, you guys stay true, be you. Till next time, peace.